IndyCar Cup Series for our original series for Season 6. It is the championship night for our Final Four. I got my co-host here with me, Too Good. Too Good, what's going on, buddy? How excited are you for tonight?
Man, I'm pumped for tonight. I'm ready to see who's going to be this Season 6 champion, man. Four very solid drivers. Going to be a tough track to tame here at Texas. I'm excited to see who's going to pull it out here in the end.
Yeah, these drivers are all very good in their respectfulness. We already got one that's kind of shot down, though, from early on because he's not going to be able to make qualifying, possibly. And that's going to be Death. That's a big story coming out of earlier on just a few moments ago. So
yeah, and we knew drama would happen, and it's happened before the race. The green flag is even dropped, as unfortunately Death is going to have to start in the back of the pack. He's not going to make qualifying, which I think will be okay with a 11, 12 car field. He'll be able to manage and get up there pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I'd like to have a bigger field next season. That's going to be a new rule. We're going to have miss 3 races or more. You know, it's situational between what someone's going through, obviously. But if you just keep missing races, then you'll have to go through tryouts and everything again and get picked to come on board. We're going to have limited driver spots. It's not going to be whoever shows up can race. We're going to have 24, 26 spots somewhere around there, and that's going to be locked for next season.
Well, all them details sound great, but what is mainly, I heard there's a leak for a schedule possibly coming out already. If I'm wrong, let me know. And I believe our first race of the next season is going to be decided at Talladega.
Yeah, it's going to start off at Talladega, which, you know, is untraditional from, you know, your Daytona. But I want to say Daytona for end of season or playoffs. Let y'all know here in a couple weeks what that's going to be like. And I'm also doing something new this season. The top non-playoff driver tonight that finishes the highest or wins, they get to have their number picked first because we do a number draft. Everyone at Killswitch that's been following Killswitch knows that. They'll get to pick first. They'll have the number 1 pick in the draft, and also they'll be able to pick a spot, a track in the round of 16 up to the round of 8, whichever one they want, wherever they want it. And also the 3 losers tonight will also get the same opportunity to pick between that round of 16 and round of 8 margin, and then your champion will pick the championship track for season 7. And so it's a lot of stuff unfolding tonight. So you'll get a little sneak peek of the schedule after the race tonight.
Well, that's going to be absolutely something to keep your eye on because these tracks are very complex, and a lot of times it does matter on which route they're in on how your season will go, because it depends on how good you are at certain places and how terrible you are at others. So if you're down on luck going into round 16, you know you picked the track that you know you're going to be good at, or even 8 or even the round of 4, that's going to be pretty nice.
Yes, and that's what I'm doing here. The guys that are, you know, show up every week and grind it out, I'm trying to give these guys the opportunity to be a part of. I'm trying to figure out how to word it.
Be part of the action. Control their destiny, but only a small amount.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to give it they deserve it. They race all the races, so I want to put it in their ball field. Let them get some tracks that they feel like they get an advantage in the playoffs. And with that being said, the round of 8, the guys that were in the round of 8 this season, they're also locked in their numbers for the number draft next year. Though they won't get the first pick between the guys, the non-playoff driver tonight, the 9 guy, but they will get their pick. And that's another important piece I feel like should have been implemented. So Collins will be able to keep his 23. You know, Road, if he chooses, gets to keep his 88. Sniper gets to keep his 1 if he wants to. That's something new I'm going to put in and start putting it into the future. I feel like guys deserve it for showing up week in and week out and giving us something to watch.
Yeah, those guys that are dedicated to us week in and week out are very important to us, and like always, you always want to deliver to the people that deliver for you. So it's kind of one of the ways where we like to always try to keep the lower ones around, and that'll happen whenever you do stuff like that.
Yeah, well, they're styling off for qualifying right now. I didn't get an invite to get in that, unfortunately, which is okay. But as they're going off right now, who's your favorite between the four tonight? Who do you got early on here punching the ticket and
I think I've said it all week. It's going to be that red number 22. Jinx, he hasn't really been in the Final Four as much as what I would like to have seen as a person watching from the outside. But tonight I think he's got a legitimate shot. He's normally pretty good at Texas, and that's going to be my lock for a gun tonight, my bullet.
Well, everyone knows the obvious favorite coming into tonight is a guy that already has a championship under his belt. He don't have as much pressure built on him as of these other guys because he's been here, done that. He knows what it takes. If he gets in that late race situation where they're all bottled up 1 through 4 and, you know, it's 5 to go, he's not going to be heart pounding like these other guys are who's been there. But outside of that, I got Jeff.
Man, your heart's always going to be pounding.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. But he's been there, done that. He's got the experience outside of these other three. But then again, Death is a lot. I compare him a lot to Chase Elliott, man. Finished second a lot, second. Then he cashes in with his wins.
Man, you don't say a whole lot.
Been on a tear. he's been on a tear, man. And I feel like tonight might be his night. I'm gonna go with Death tonight to win the championship.
Well, he's got a lot of promise, too. He just got off of his win in the sports car series with us last Tuesday, so he's already got a win in the bank for the week, so he's looking to cash another one in, and a big one at that.
Yeah, and I got another little interesting pick for you, Duke, before we get this thing rolling here. Who is going to be the highest non-playoff finisher?
Let's see. I guess... thinking of all the people that's in the field
tonight. You got Frank, Filski, Slater, Collins, Checo, 4x4.
Yeah, don't sleep on that Slater. He's going to be my dark horse. Because granted, he don't run these cars every week, and he's kind of new to it, but he's been there the past couple weeks in my series, so he's a heck of a driver, and don't sleep on him.
I feel like that non-playoff highest finisher is going to be between Filski or Frank. Both of them guys are itching because last week, unfortunately, because they couldn't make it, they were both on vacation and couldn't make it, which is very unfortunate because they both were in the cut before the race even started last week. And them being put out, unfortunately, put them out of the race and out of the chance for a championship, but they're here tonight to look for that win to prove that they could have won this championship.
Yeah, and every one of our championship four got here in a different way or a different path, so kind of to talk about them and themselves. Sniper, he got his way on through by winning, obviously, and quite a few of the rest of them did at the right point and the right time. But playoff points has been hard to come by this year. We had a guy come in here that was pretty fast, and unfortunately he's not here for the late going, but we thought he was going to be a big shot, and he was taking up majority of playoff points, and that was Race Freak. I mean, he took a lot of your points away, so a lot of guys that are in the Final Four weren't able to really grab them, so it was more about being consistent and being fast.
Yeah, and the guy that was able to capitalize while he was in the driver's seat was Death. Death was coming away consistently with stage wins. He pulled out with 17 playoff points entering the playoffs, and that helped him carry his momentum all the way to the Final Four.
Well, you know how it is. It's just like when Jimmy Johnson won his. You got to know when to flip the switch and when to turn it up and turn the heat to full blast, because that's exactly what Death did to get to round of 4.
Yes, and I'm very, very excited. I know I keep saying that about tonight, but this is we've been on the 2022 cars all season, and then they just returned for the worst, man. right around the round of 12 there, so everyone had to adjust and get back into the old cars again to finish out this season. And the reason I'm really excited is because next season, man, it's set up again with these 2020 cars to run Chicagoland and Kentucky and Indy Oval. We're set up for a show, Duke, up here in the booth.
Yeah, the Indy Oval has always been one of my favorites, especially when we just had not that long ago, and that place showed exactly why it's been so much fun to watch. Indy's one of those places, it dang sure makes a championship driver because you got to have everything perfect from the car to crew to strategy. It's a lot like the Daytona 500 because, man, when you're running out there, that place is so big and it's a small mistake takes you out of it by a lot. So a lot of times I always look for that race as to see who's my champion is going to be for the year.
Yes, and they're wrapping up qualifying now. Def has joined. We are going to have 11 cars tonight, which doesn't sound like a lot, but here at Killswitch, 11 cars on the asphalt track is very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, and guys from all over. So from the Dirt Series to the the IMSA Series that we're running now, and to NASCAR. So everybody's coming together to make this event happen, and we greatly appreciate it. Well, can't wait to bring these awesome pictures to you tonight. I'm going to take a quick, small break right before we're able to get going green, and we will bring you all the live action here coming up on the Killswitch channel. There was an invite right there.
Yeah, we're not joining yet, but they have came back.
From qualifying. Interested to see the lineup.
Sniper's on pole. Alright, you heard it here first. Sniper is on pole for tonight's event.
Oh, Lord.
As I said earlier, he is a heavy hitter, and he was strong last year at Texas, but on the final lap, Frank muscled underneath him, coming out of 3 and 4, and claimed the Season 5 championship. Sniper, as he said earlier, has been here. This is his 3rd straight Final Four appearance. He is no stranger in this situation of this pressure that he's in now. Like I said, I look forward to him. But like I said, Def is going to be there. Jinx is consistent. Hellcat is consistent. This is going to be a crazy race that you don't want to miss, especially the stages that's going to bring them all back together.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle between the New Yorkers here, possibly, and a Michigan native. That's another thing with Jinx. He's from the state of Michigan. Ford's pretty proud in his roots, and he's pretty proud of that 22 car. So pretty sure he's racing with a little bit more pride tonight, knowing he comes from the manufacturer state. I don't know where Def is from, honestly, because I never got any information on where his hometown was. But the other 3, this is going to be pretty impressive to watch Hellcat as well. Like I said, I really think the 22 is due for it. Hopefully we get to see this live race in action here in just shortly, and we really hope tonight doesn't go rough at all. Hopefully the servers provide us with a great race tonight. We'll see.
lap count there. I believe it's 138 laps here at Texas Motor Speedway, though.
167.
167. Excuse me. Thinking of a different mile and a half. I think I was thinking of Homestead. But anyways, we're off here. Sniper's in the lead off into turn 1 with Hellcat following him in second. Filsky in third. Roadhogger in fourth.
For 250 miles, we're going to see who's going to be the next Killswitch champion as they roar off of turn number 2. Going down the backstretch, hopefully very shortly.
Yes, and as they're coming out of 2 here, Sniper still has the advantage on Hellcat. The Hellcat holds close. They're in second with Filsky in third. Not far behind them.
Finally got eyeballs on the race in action, and they are lined up with Sniper in the race lead. Looks like in seconds at number 7. And drawing a bead on the leader is going to be Filsky in that number 21 tonight.
Yes, and that was a power move with that pass around the 7 car on the top side there. Clean move as he looks underneath Sniper now. Sniper hits the wall in the backstretch. The 21 car has an advantage going off into 3.
Down into turn number 3 from first to third. Roadhogger, a guy that they said and wanted to be in the Final Four, couldn't be, is trying to make it. As he has trouble off on the front straightaway, goes through the grass and catches the 23 just slightly of Collins. They all gather it up somehow coming through 1 and 2.
As they gather it up, there's a battle between the Final Four already brewing at the front. The 7 and the 1. Here comes the 77. 77's up to 5th.
Def is all the way from dead last to 5th place. I would bet as a competition, I'd be a little worried. He passed right on by that 22, so we're going to have to see what Jinx has for him in store for tonight, but he's not doing well as far as the Final Four concerned right now.
Yes, he's not too far back there, but yes, he is last out of the Final Four right now. He's going to have to find it. But he has a real-life injury, ladies and gentlemen. He is dealing with a real-life injury. I don't want to say it over air. I don't know if he wants to give that personal information away, but he is dealing with a certain situation. We all know any distraction on the track is a distraction, and it could make you slower. It's a tough mental game to stay focused on that as well as whatever else you're dealing with.
Yeah, but I've always been one of those people, and I've seen it a lot of race car drivers. When you put that helmet on, whatever's going on with you kind of goes away. And that's your time to focus, and that's your time to not have to worry about whatever's wrong with you at that moment. A lot of times that brings the best of you out.
And I do want to talk about this car right here as I'm on board with 4x4 here. He's repping the number 73 this weekend for his uncle. His uncle was unfortunately put on a ventilator, had a stroke about a week ago. I think he said that they're going to have to pull the plug tonight or tomorrow, so he is here to represent him in the 73 car. Shout out to 4x4 for even making it tonight. He did not have to do that, but that just shows his dedication to this league, and I really appreciate that. But shout out to you and your family. I'll be praying for you tonight.
Same here. Best wishes go out to them, and as we got the championship too, battling it out, we're always a racing family. You know how it is. Competition second, family first. As we enter turn 1 and 2, we got the number 7 and the number 1, like we said from the beginning. Hellcat's in that number 7. It's going to be about who wins this race tonight. And remember, you don't have to win it as long as your other championship contenders are behind you. But if that guy is leading this race, you're going to have to.
As we go back to the lead, I didn't notice this change, but the 7 car has got around the 1 of Sniper. Hellcat is now in the lead here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, Hellcat worked around
him. There's two. Caution, I don't know if it's a game caution, but there's a caution regardless. There's 2 around on the track.
Yep. Race caution
and
is
Sniper, or excuse me, Jinx there gets a lucky break because he got tangled with Collins early on in that and got tangled up, and actually went around, but it was only one car, so we stayed green. Very lucky
21
there
at
for Jinx.
Felski's stuck over there off in the front straightaway right before pit exit. Don't know what's going on with that number 21 automobile. But Roadhogger also, I want to touch on him real quick. He went from leading this race to going through the grass, as you see his marks down there through the infield, to dead last, to having even more damage to the front end of his race car, and he had to make an unscheduled pit stop for it. So that's an unfortunate turn of events for him.
Here we go. We're back to the Geico restart zone.
American ethanol green
back
flag. It's out, and the championship contenders are on the gas hard.
As they're 1, 2, 3 headed off into turn 1. That's the 1, 7, and 77. The 7 gets disadvantaged there on the high side on the restart as the 77 capitalizes. The 77 looks like he's going to try to make a move and thinks better of it going off in the 3.
He worked his way all the way, we will say it again, from dead last, did not qualify, and he is like the intimidator factor right now for that number 1, as he draws a bead on him on the outside for a second, thinks better of it, heading off into 1.
And here they come, coming out of 2. The 7 car has a run on them, gives the push to the 77. Can the 77 make something work with it? No, he decides to push the 1 down the back as we head off into 3.
Jinx is starting to slide up in there. He isn't that far. He's sitting there finally in best position he's been in all night. Does that 22 finally have anything for the front runners? We're going to see here in just momentarily. As the rest of them are running 1, 2, 3. Jinx only has 2 cars in between him and his competition.
As we go to the non-playoff driver, who's going to finish the best update? It's the battle between Slayer and Collins right now behind them for that 4th spot, followed by Jinx behind them trying to get around them.
Yeah, and don't sleep on Collins in that 23. He's a pretty good driver. So Jinx is going to have his work cut out for him to try to get by him.
Yes, and they tangled last time, so let's see if Jinx can get around them cleanly here now. Collins ain't going to cut you no break, especially when I put that little treat out there on the line for all these non-playoff drivers tonight.
And that new driver from the NASCAR GR3 series is creeping into the picture right there, as Jinx finally got by Collins and the 38, look like. So,
yes, he is. Shout out to that 38, first race with us here at Killswitch in the Cup Series, and he's proven to look like a pretty decent driver here.
Yep, sitting there in 4th. And not too shabby for your debut.
As it's still the top 3 is the part of the championship 4. In 5th, we got, I believe Jinx has worked his way up to 5th now. Yes, he has. We're still right behind him.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get there without the help of that 21. It looks like Filski's going to try to push him up there. And
yes, that is a teammate, and they have worked very well together. I know because I've been on the track with these guys. They are fast when they get together, so don't be surprised, especially with that 3rd car attached to them now, that they catch these guys.
Well, they're kind of odd man out because they got 3 guys. The others got 4 as they start battling up front. They look like they spread out for a split second. Def is trying to get the prowl on Sniper on the outside, thought better of it, and that gives an opportunity to Hellcat.
Yes, Hellcat gets underneath him there. I don't think he pushed him up. I think he just filled the gap, and the 77 tried to close it.
He got the outside wall.
And the 7 had a hell of a run as he gets past the 1 car, too, headed off into 3, coming out of 4 now with the lead.
Sniper's trying to figure out what do I have to do to keep this lead, and he's got that 38. When you race somebody that you know, it's kind of easier to predict them, but when you're racing against a guy you have no idea of, see, as we say, go see inside for second. One of the first
I don't
non-playoff
understand
guys.
it, guys. There's something I don't understand here. All these drivers hate that Texas is the championship track, but look at the racing that it's putting on here.
Oh yeah, Sniper just threw the block on the 38. He said, look here, you're going to take some initiation first before you pass me. He threw that block down the front straightaway, keeps second. And keeps the hard charge on Hellcat up there in the lead.
Yes, indeed, and Hellcat looks like he's starting to gain a little bit. I don't know if Sniper backed himself up to Slayer to his bumper to get a run here coming out of 4. But it looks like Hellcat has a very decent car under him tonight.
Yeah, that Chevy is out front and running pretty fast. It doesn't take much lead here at Texas, but whenever you do finally get it and you get that car right, it's hard to pass it. Oh, Filsky almost got in the wall back there. Collected and gathered it up, and we got Jinx that finally closed up on these guys. As they come across the line once again.
I told you that would happen, man. It wouldn't take long, and look who's behind them that helped them push, that 21 car. That may play a big factor tonight. These other 3 guys don't have a teammate. The 22 car does.
We thought he was going to flex his muscle, and it went all the way to about 5th now. Now it's the 4th for Jinx. He's no longer the last playoff driver in the mix. Now it's death before dishonor. We really thought he was going to be a lot stronger than that. Something's gone kind of a miss with that number 77.
Something happened to the 7. He got slow there and went from the lead back to 4th. Jinx is now 2nd in line in the championship 4 contention, running 3rd.
They must have got messing around up there, and we didn't catch it because Sniper, he took the lead back. And it looks like Sniper has already showed he's not afraid to be aggressive tonight, and that's what it's going to take to win this. All that, oh, I'm going to help you out later kind of stuff goes out the window this week.
Yes, indeed. These guys are, I figure stage 1 may be calm, even though they're proving me wrong already from the start here. Stage 2 is going to ramp up, but stage 3 is going to be wild, man. We're going to see some insane stuff from stage 3.
Right you are. That 38's like the fly that won't go away for the number 1 of Sniper. He's trying to figure out what he's got to do to kind of rip him away. And look at Jinx finally. Goes up to 3rd. Hellcat and him battle it out back there further back, just a hair behind the race leaders.
Oh, well, as these guys are battling and settled down a little bit, we're going to take a little little break from the action here, and y'all are going to get a little kill switch, crank it up.
Heard that. Sorry to break the news, but first of the championship contenders are coming down pit road. Sniper's the first one in. Jinx is right there with them. And the 7 of Hellcat also came in on that first stop.
Yes, indeed, and all of them starting to pour down, and I think next time by everyone will be done with their pit stops. They spread out there as we went to that crank it up. I think it was because tire wear was starting to become a real factor, and we're really starting to see who had the true car for today's race.
Yep, first of the green flag stops. This is the time to make your car better or worse, and we're going to see how it goes as 2 of our championship contenders are coming off. Sniper's first. Then you got Dev and Jinx side by side coming off a pit lane for second. Sniper looks pretty comfortable out front on this, as we haven't seen if the 38 has come in yet. I'm going to keep a check on. He has. He's in right now. I'm going to have to see where he blends in with the rest of these guys. There goes Sniper. Looks like he's going to blend back into second. Maybe no, as the leaders get a lot better run coming out of the corner than he does. That shows what pit stops is going to mean. When these guys come down pit road, you better be on with them.
Sorry about that, dude. Rookie mistake. I had to go get something to drink. You know, it ain't like real life, man, where you got to bring in a figgy. You got to go get it.
Yeah. I like Steve Tart and the other boys got an AC booth and they're sitting there eating shrimp cocktails.
But I'm back here, and it looks like Sniper has hit a slingshot or hit the slingshot engage button and took off from the field. As he looks like he has about a 6-second lead on the field right now.
He did amazing on pit road. I don't know whether it was tires or the way he came in, but he got on and off the racetrack the best out of any of them that I've seen tonight, and that's what it's going to take tonight. You're going to have to be perfect.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It pays to do that, and in that final stage, you're going to have 2 green flag pit stops if there's no cautions. You can hit them perfect stops like you seen Sniper do right there. It can really put you out front and take control of this race.
Oh yeah. When your pit crew's money, a lot of times it helps you a lot better get the money. So it looks like a couple of our championship contenders are kind of behind 4x4 there and can't really get by them. I don't know if they're all just trying to line up and not race each other to try to make the best time they can, or they really just ain't got the car to go up there and make the challenge.
Yeah, I think they're all just, I don't know, they're just maybe pushing right now and just trying to find a rhythm to catch Sniper, but at this point I think they're just going to ride it out. I think they got what they got.
They'll catch him. The reason why I say they will is because he's still all by himself. When you got a car, or say 3 behind you, it makes it a lot easier to go up there and catch that guy.
And I don't know what happened to Hellcat. I don't know if he had a very bad entry or exit on pit road, or a speeding penalty or what, but he has dropped from 2nd to now it looks like 10th.
And it also could be strategy. I mean, Sniper could have took 2 tires, could have seen that 2 was the way to go, and these other guys could have took 4. And I mean, it's also all depends on how your car's handling too. If your car's handling great, you can kind of risk it a little bit and throw 2 tires on it, because you know there's not really going to be that big of a change.
As we look on board the last place driver right now, Collins, he has been running very well today, but pit has been one of his weaknesses throughout the season. Green flag pit stops. He wants to get on there right, and I mean right as in like you see on TV, respectfully. Guys on here, you know, push the limits. They go flying down there and get all they can get, hit the line at exactly 40, not get it down. You know, Collins is very conservative, and that's where it bites him in the rear.
Yeah, but there are those guys, whenever they step over that line, they're behind him, and they get pretty upset because, I mean, I'm kind of one of those guys, I'm a little bit of both. I mean, I go in hard, but I also try to make sure I give myself room for error. That way, in case, you know, your tires get old after a while, once you pick up all that rubber on an apron, you just go to sliding, and a lot of times you can't stop, so makes it very tough.
Yes, it does, and man, what a TV they have here. This is one of my bucket list tracks I want to go to, along with Charlotte. They both got massive TVs. Imagine watching a race, you know, and you might not see the backstretch you can with that TV.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they had that on the backstretch of Daytona, I wouldn't miss a beat.
Yeah, no, they need that. Talladega and Daytona need to take note.
For real. They could put out
We got
a
a
pretty
battle
big
for
one, man.
last right now. Collins makes the move on Roadhogger. Roadhogger's now in the 11th position. Roadhogger was another car that was up there early on. He was battling for the lead on that restart, and he's struggling here after that pit stop.
Yeah, oh, we got a car around on the front stretch. Oh, and a heavy hit.
Oh, and it collects him.
The 42 is upside down. Frank on the front straightaway. The 23 and the 42. As we got an in-game caution, it looks like. That was a hard lick for the 42.
Yes, indeed. There was nowhere to go for the 23 and the 88. They were battling side by side coming out of 4, and the 42 was sideways on the track. Nowhere for them to go. It's just a tight front stretch, and especially coming out of 4 there, it's real tight.
You know, I remember that happening to one of your favorite drivers, Chase Elliott, at Charlotte one year. I mean, just nowhere for him to go. Somebody blew up in front of him, and you just when you're running that fast.
I think that was the one he was leading.
Yep.
When the car blew up, I think, right?
Yep, he was doing pretty good in it, and that one right there, look,
and here we go. Frank, it looks like Frank did not pit. Death is, and he does the respectful thing and gets out of the way of these guys. There's 3 guys, and it is a new face in there. Jinx is the one we're going to talk about instead of Hellcat. Hellcat's got his work cut out for him back in lap traffic. Death has got the advantage coming out of 2.
He got a gift with a bow on it from the number 42. Got the front row all to himself, and that put Sniper behind him, as Jinx is on him as well.
And Sniper makes the move. He dives below him, but it does not work. That middle line's going to prevail with the momentum coming out of 4.
Jinx up high. Falls back, further back. Sons of Miss with that move. As the 77's on the outside of Death. He's giving Sniper all he wants.
Yeah, Sniper said, hold my beer too good, watch this, as I thought he didn't have the momentum, and here he comes battling alongside with 77. Looks like he has the advantage here coming off into 3.
Inside finally prevails as Sniper goes to the point. Got that 73 4x4, haven't seen much of him all race long. Rallying it up inside the top 3.
And Sniper has gained the lead, and Death says not so fast. He goes below Sniper, headed off into 3 here. They're side by side, exiting 4. Looks like Death has the advantage on the front stretch.
Oh, Road goes through the grass again. Like the car just hooked and went on him through the front straightaway. Hopefully he gathers it up.
He won't like that, but
we got back
now
to the lead.
Hellcat's in the mix. Hellcat's underneath Slayer.
38 helped Death for just a moment.
No, the 38 goes beneath Death. A non-playoff driver is going for the lead. How about that? That's what I like to see.
Playoff driver and rookie and debut all in one sentence. And race leader now. That's pretty impressive.
Yes, race leader. Slayer in the 38 car has now took the lead here at Texas in the Killswitch Championship race.
And the race is on between the other 3 right there in the final 4. Got Hellcat, and the 77 of Dev and the one of Sniper throw a blanket on him. You might not have to win this race to be able to win the championship, but you're going to have to be at least in the top 3.
Yes, indeed.
And he won the
If
stage.
there's not green flag pit stops, you're going to have help.
And 38 won the stage.
As
Wow.
Everyone knows here at Killswitch and in real life, you know, stage points does not matter here. It's the best one to finish the race out of the top 4.
Yeah, but for a guy that that's impressive, man.
What a night. Yes, what a night for Slayer starting out here in Killswitch, making his debut, and he gets stage 1 win. How about that?
So remember my name for sure, pal.
Be hitting him up for season 7 auditions, you know what I'm saying?
He definitely deserves a ride after that impressive run right there. We'll see how the rest of the night goes.
Oh, yes, nice and clean, too. He's not done anything dirty. He's got his eyes on him. Here we go for the stage 2 restart.
Very respectful as they come through the Geico restart zone. The American Ethanol green flag is in the air again for stage number 2. Side by side for a split second for second. Race leader is out of here in that number 38 of FD Slayer.
Yeah, Slayer gets a huge jump as he comes out of 2. He's got a car length advantage, but here comes Death as him and Hellcat got to run.
Yep, and don't look now, but Sniper is in that 3rd spot. This is about the farthest he's been and back in the pack. I almost wonder if the dirty air is kind of holding him back or what's hurting him, because he was strong early on.
Yes, he was. As we're coming out of 2 here. 77 thinks better of it as he falls back in line with the 38. I think this is going to be the stage Duke where we settle down quickly as we see them all starting to get single file. And
Settle down is the wrong words, because those guys back there for last were 3 wide.
And then it goes to 77 for the lead. Man, was I wrong here? And they're looking like they're about to push it 3 wide. Stopper thinks better of it. He's going down. No, he does. 3 wide. Ooh.
Hangs and drop kicks at 38 on the outside. See you later.
And that's what happens when you're a rookie here at Killswitch, and that's anywhere really. You got to pay the rookie dues and earn the respect. And I think he had a little respect earned there in stage 1 as he went up and got that win. But when they see an opportunity, they're going to go with their experienced guys that they've raced with, and this showed there.
All that does is make you that much more mad and more determined, though. So if you got a fast race car, hey, just remember, he's not in the championship race. So you got to also think about who you're racing. Do you really want to battle this guy and take a chance on putting your car in the wall early on over a spot that doesn't even really matter?
As we go back up to the front now, there's still 3 guys battling it out as Jinx is now the one struggling again there back in the pack. You've got Hellcat, Death, and Sniper. You can throw a blanket over all 3 of them as they go off into 3.
They're racing everywhere on this racetrack. Top, bottom, Death is way up high, Sniper down low, Hellcat low. They're all over this racetrack coming across the stripe.
Yes, and this is all you could ask for here for a championship race, as they are getting dicey, and they have since the green flag has dropped.
Slicing and dicing as they come out of turn number 2. On the proud for them front 2. Hellcat and Sniper with the race lead.
Sniper's looking good as he's back out front again, but Hellcat says not so fast. He looks like he has a very good run coming out of 4 here. As he closes to the bumper as he's going off into 1, is he going to make it? Yes, he's on the quarter panel. No.
Sniper said not so fast, don't forget about me. He's like, I'm still here to party, pal. And he's
as that backpack gathered it back up, and Jinx was a part of that backpack, and he got in front of it, and he pulled him. He said, come on, guys, let's go back up to the leaders and fight. And they're back connected to the lead.
All that did is jumble up the front of the field. Now they're about to get jumbled up even more, almost 3 wide here in turn 1. Thought better of it.
Yes, Filsky, one of the non-playoff drivers right now, unfortunately had to miss last week, and that's the reason why he's going off into 3.
Pack racing is what NASCAR wanted with this car, and they're getting it side by side, 3 wide for a split second, farther back.
Playoff drivers, 3 wide, and all 4 of them, you can throw a blanket under them, they're 2 by 2 going off into 1.
Single file out of them are still double file like an organized pace lap.
And they still, all 4 of them still wide up there as they're going off into...
Oh, Jeff got a slight tap. Goes into the outside wall, catches it. One of the first playoff drivers to have trouble. 77 was pretty fast and tangled up with that number 73. It looked like. As Sniper still has the race lead.
Yes, and it got real dicey there them last 3 laps that we just witnessed there. And I don't think we're done yet. It's still 2 by 2, and they're starting to wide back up again. Are we going to see more 3 wide action here? So.
We haven't even crossed halfway yet. We got bent fenders already. These drivers are forgetting how many laps there is to go. This is a 250-mile race, not your typical 400-mile race or 200-mile race that we normally run.
And there goes Hellcat there as he gets around the 21 car. Filsky, he's now put himself in the catbird seat to get this stage 2 win. Jinx back there in 4th now as we come out of 4. His car is starting to look good. It's starting to come alive. And we got Filsky going through the infield.
Cutting the grass. Somebody forgot to tell him lawn maintenance already took care of that.
Yep, Jinx up to 3rd now. What he wants to see, championship guys in front of him. The championship is right in front of him. He can see it.
And he's got nothing but hell behind him.
All these guys' goals are entering this final stage 3 here.
Jinx got a heck of a 1 and 2 because, I mean, he was on their bumper entering 1. And as soon as they got down the back straightaway, he was out of there in the 3.
The thing about Jinx, Jinx does have a really good long run car. I was practicing with him earlier. It's just that traffic earlier on in the race really put him back. Let's see what he can do here now that he has wadded up with him, and Death has now rejoined the conversation. He's now attached himself back to this pack.
Hellcat keeps trying to fake a move on the number 1, but the 1 is falling for it. As Jinx has somebody to the inside.
On the outside. Oh, and he's in the wall. Now he's back there with Death. Death and Jinx, stage 2, have both had catastrophes. As the 1 and 7 has remained clean throughout mainly this whole race. 7 was a little slow on his pit stop. Let's see if that comes into effect here.
These guys are racing.
7 car has just signaled to go down pit road.
These guys are racing like it's the old, or the next gen car, because these cars can't take a beating like that. As Sniper gets turned on the pit road. 77 scatters, and the rest of them knew too.
And I think that's going to bring out the caution here at Texas Motor Speedway. Wow, what an unfortunate event. I did hear Sniper say he was pitting. He did not show the whole field that he was pitting, but he told the party and everyone's in the same party, so everyone should have respectfully got out of his way. The unfortunate event's there, but it looks like there's going to be a caution.
Caution lights might be out here as they come across the line here for a manual yellow. Crazy turn of events. It looks like no yellow. Looks like they're staying green. I don't
no yellow. No yellow. They keep green flag out on the track here. Hellcat has now took advantage, and he is now the leader as everyone still has to come down pit road. That can lead into the 1 car's favor as he did wreck, but he still got on pit road there and served his pit stop there.
Jinx is on pit road now with that 22 Pennzoil Ford. He's going to get him 4 Goodyear tires and some Sunoco racing fuel. Probably going to have 1 of 2 stops in this stage to be able to get you to the end.
Yes, we had a caution early on in this stage. I don't think that's enough. I still think they're going to have to pit twice I know for sure once we should be seeing the leader come down any lap now as we see the one just now exit.
Green flag pit stops. This is what separated them the last time. You got to see who gets on and off the best as Jakes heads for the exit road on turn 2.
Yes, indeed. And as I'm watching on board with Hellcat, I'm waiting to see when he's going to go in. He's got about another lap, and it's going to start turning bad for him as Jinx is going to start closing in quickly and may pass him for that championship spot.
Def is in pit road, 4 tires, and he's going to repair that race car after earlier contact with the outside safety barrier. So hopefully we'll be able to see him back to championship for him here after this pit stop.
Yes, indeed. Him and Jinx both had unfortunate events and got into that outside wall out of 4, and that's a known spot here at Texas. That eats drivers up even in real life. It's a very hard turn. It tightens up very quickly there coming out of 4. And if you don't watch it and you get a rhythm going, and it'll sneak up and bite you real quick.
Pit road speed is 45 miles an hour, so it is really easy to slide in there and overstep your bound.
And here comes the number 7.
.38 and the number 7 come on pit road.
And 21 wrecks entering pit road.
Oh no. Coming up in the entrance of the pit road. That might have been a lag, I'm not sure. As the 7 of the Hellcats on pit road now as well. Trying to see who's going to have the race lead here. This is where we get lost most of the time. I'm not sure if Sniper has it or who, but
as I just gave a little brotherly advice to Hellcat there, I radioed in and told him he does not have to take that turn 3. He took turn 3 while everyone else is entering off 4 in the pit road. He lost a little time there. He's 38 now, has about a 3-second lead on him. But with all that said and done, the 22 car is actually in front of the 38. Them 10, 3, 4 laps early, I told you it was going to bite up the rear the longer they stayed out, and it did indeed.
Yeah, but that can bite you if you come in too early, and a lot of these guys came a little bit later, not much more than what he did. He might have the race lead early on, but as this race
Roadhogger in the lead.
Yeah, Road had issues earlier on, so to see him get bounced back and be able to be a contender in this is refreshing.
As we're on board with the 88 for the first time tonight. Good to see that Roadhogger on the screen here. He's finishing his full-time season, second full-time season, excuse me. And both times made it to the round of 8. Almost made it here. He was 5 points short of making it here for the Final 4. Next season, I'm sure he's got his eyes on it. He's looking at chunks for that Final 4. He's so close twice.
He's learned a lot, as he had a challenge from that number 38 of FD Slayer, speaking of a rookie, trying to learn.
Yeah, and that's what you were talking about, Duke. He put it a little earlier than these other guys, and it's starting to show.
Yeah, tires eventually equal out, and whenever you get them fresh Goodyear Eagles on that race car, whether you did it before or after, normally I like to be the after guy, because knowing that guy that gets them before you, he does get an advantage early, but in the late going, you have the advantage.
Well, our new leader now is the 22 car Jinx. He'll pick to win the championship tonight, and he's out front by a pretty mile over the other championship competitors, as we have the 38 car fellow Ford and rookie tonight. The guys were below him, but I think Jinx is okay with that. He's going to shove him and try to.
If I was Jinx, I'd shove the fire out of that 38. Work with him as we got a car on the front straightaway through the grass once again. But
it's like the 88 of Roadhogger again through the infield.
He's having trouble off of turn number 4. Every time he comes off there, it just does hook and go up the racetrack on him, and It snaps around on him, and when it does, he just cannot catch it.
Yes, indeed. As we look, it looks like the 77 just went on the 7 car there for third. As they're starting to make their way and eyeing that 22 car, as the yellow car is starting to get closer on their map. It's going to start making them push harder as they get closer to him.
Man, Jinx, if I was him, I would have tried doing everything I could to stay with that 38 and stay on him, because as long as you're with him, you still got a draft, and the other guys can't catch you. And the speed difference that you have on tires can be made up with the draft.
Well, if I'm looking in the rear view of that 22 car and I'm seeing this 777 swapping positions, this is exactly what I want to see to maintain this gap that I got. But still, with them fighting, honestly, it's still closing pretty quickly.
Yeah, you want to get to him before you race him, if you get what I mean. If you're behind a guy that you're racing for the championship, you either want to pass him and get it over with, or you want to push that guy up there to kind of get your spot. Because, like I said, you're not racing for the win, you're racing for the best out of the 4.
Yes, indeed. And I think what the 7 car was doing there is he's seen that he's starting to build a cushion on the 77. He wanted to get around. I guess he had the faster cars in the 77, and also I want to be the car that gets to the 22 first. I don't want to be the one that gets there second. I want to be the one that makes the move first, because he has to adjust to me, not the second car.
True, but I like being that third guy, because, I mean, when that guy comes up there to try to race each other, you know they're going to get side by side, and it just opens the door for you to take both of their spots.
Listen, we're talking about these guys. The 38 has left the picture. He is your race leader. It looks like he's going to go back-to-back stages here and sweep the championship. Is he going to sweep the whole weekend and get the championship win as well?
Maybe.
Yeah, Sniper had an unfortunate event there, and he was strong early. And a lot of these guys just had a series of events unfold to put that 38 in that situation.
Yeah, for a new guy, he really is really out of here. These other guys are so focused on each other, they don't even know where he is on the racetrack. So I don't really think they care about the lead so much right now as what they do of being in front of each other.
Looks like Death just signaled to go to pit road. We're going to see if he goes pit road here. He indeed does. Coming out of 4 here, 77's going down pit road. He's the first of the final 4 to make the second and final pit stop of this stage.
Sniper follows right with him. He moved his chest piece into the pit road as well. He seen Def hit pit road, and he was wanting to be a part of it.
Yes, and I believe Sniper worked his way back up to P6 there. Not too bad with what happened to him getting wrecked going into pit road.
Hellcat is there, and he bypassed Jinx, as Jinx got in the outside wall off a 4. He did it again on them older tires. I told you, eventually them things would bite you in the long haul. And it looked like he got himself into an outside wall there coming out of 4 and gave the race lead to Hellcat.
Yes, indeed, and your race lead still on track here as I'm on board with 38 of Slayer. You got a smooth line going here, and that's what you want when you're separated from the pack. You got to stay as consistent as possible to keep that gap. Whenever they pack together, it's really hard to outrun them, but if you can at least maintain the same speed, that's the goal there.
Yeah, Jinx is on pit road after that mishap with the outside fence. I figured that would come in soon. Along with him is the 23 at Collins on pit road. And the 73 looks like he is coming off out of your non-playoff drivers. Kind of wonder where this puts Sniper as far as the rest of the field concerned. Def is about to come around the outside of Jinx, as Jinx is exiting pit road. Yeah, and this is the part that hurts you twice as far as pitting early. you already got the disadvantage on the long run, and then you have to run longer to try to keep or get back on the same strategy as them. And normally that don't work. Normally you lose time twice. .38 has sailed away. Looks like up to about a 4 to 5 second lead out on Hellcat. Hellcat second, and third looks like it is the 88 of Roadhogger. Either there, he's a lap car,
that might
maybe.
work out for Road. No, I don't think he's a lap car. I think that's how he cycled around. He's going to slow down. He put it about 5 laps before them guys even went in.
Well, we'll see how this jumbles out and shakes the playoff standings up here in just a moment. But you got 2 playoff guys that have nothing to do with it out front. Yeah. This is the part in the race where everybody's finally starting to kind of, you know, single out, catch their breath for just a moment, because you know when this third stage comes up, it's no more give me backs, no more cautions, no more guaranteed anyway of being able to breathe. And it's going to be the most intense part of the night.
And here comes the 38 car. He hits pit road, the leader, and the 7's following him. The 7 closed the gap on him there. As the 7 car actually listened, and he actually pitted like the rest of them, he's not going to lose any time there. He looked like he got on pit road pretty well as the 38 car.
I've always been told try to stay on the same strategy as the guy that's faster than you, and normally it works out. But then again, doing the same thing as the other guy don't always get you the lead.
No, it doesn't. But as of right now, it looks like Hellcat would be your champion if we were to go in this thing right now and the next time by. He's been impressive all night here. I knew that was going to be happening because, like I said early on, I mean, he's found his way through this whole entire season without, you know, all doubters saying he's going to get eliminated. Here he is time and time again as he beat the 38 off pit road here.
Yeah, but it looked like they beat them overall as far as the guys that stopped before that. And Death got ahead of Hellcat, it looks like, on that exchange, and Jinx.
Yeah, it looks like Sniper. I don't know if he's a lap down at this point or not. I believe he is. But he is there in the mix now.
Yeah, we're going to see how this rolls. Everybody's spread out pretty good now, so we're going to have to figure out who's the race leader. I'm pretty sure it's the 38, but I'm not too terribly sure. No, FD, I think he's falling kind of far back from what it looks like, if that's the case. I'm confused.
And our leader right now is Death. Death is your leader after these green flag pit stops. Well, actually, I don't think Death has pitted yet, as they're saying 4x4 is second a lap now.
Well, he's got to run it long, and why not? I mean, at this point, like I said, doing the same thing as the other guys don't always get you the trophy. So trying something a little bit different.
Well, it does not. All it takes is the car getting loose off 4 and collecting the field like we saw earlier. Damn, he's in position just to hold field lap down.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
Yes, it is. This Hellcat has gotten to Jinx's bumper and got underneath Jinx as he's coming out of 2 now. Looks like he got the position there on Jinx.
Yeah. It looks like 7 has a better car right now. And he has a pretty good shot at this, man. He's coming up there on 4x4 and looks like he's going to go ahead and make the move and take second away. Hellcat on the prowl. He's going after the number 77 of Deb.
Yes,
7 had a pretty good car.
4x4, and he has them fresh tires, and he's going to suck up to that 77, I feel like, pretty quickly here. As the 38, he must have stayed on pit road or something. He just became non-existent here after this pit stop.
I think he got his first rookie stripe mistake, and he went in the pit road over 45 miles an hour and got busted because he was out, lights out before that, and coming back out off the pit road, and now he's nowhere to be found. That only tells me one thing.
On board. Yeah, he's down. As I don't even see him now. Collins looks like he's in 5th, so he's 6 on back. Death is our leader here, followed by the 7 trying to pursue him. Looks like a lap car starting to come into the picture of the 77. We'll see what it does here.
It's Sniper in front of the 38. So Sniper must have had an issue on pit road too as well. That's all that I could think of.
And the 77 and the 7 makes a move to the outside, going off in the 1. He's going to try to pass him on the outside.
Side by side through the corner, coming off of turn number 2. That's a flat exit. Going down the back straightaway off into turn number 3.
As they're still side by side going off into 3 here. What a battle we got brewing for the championship.
Inside,
even though
outside.
It's stage 2.
Oh, they got
they
into
both
each
get into
other.
the wall, they tangle.
Coming across the race line. The 7 got a better end of that deal. They got hung up on each other coming out of 4. Whew, boy. Intensity's heating up. You can definitely tell we're getting close to stage number 3.
Yes, for sure.
We're gonna have to see what happens here. Ugh.
As I just asked, Hellcat just came across with the stage 2 victory here, as he is setting himself up, getting ready for this final, as him and the 77 will battle in them final laps there. What a battle we had coming to the stage 2 end.
Rochester, New York's gotta have the advantage tonight.
And here we go. Final stage. Pull them seatbelts tight. Them championship 4, they're going to pull them as tight as they can. They're going to be white knuckling it for the next 50, 60 laps here at Texas to try to come away with this trophy.
Everything that you worked for all season long comes to this right here. This is no more cautions, no more mishaps, no more gimmies. You're going to have to work your tail off at the end of this race, and you're going to have to be perfect for this last stint.
Well, before we start this, you picking someone else, or you just riding it out with Jinx?
I'm sticking with my 22 car, man. He's been in the race all race long. He keeps fighting hard, and I think that grit's going to earn him a championship, hopefully.
Yes, I still agree. I still going to remain with my 77 car, but man, does that 7 look good. As the 77 car looks like he actually has the lead here for this final restart. That could be very crucial. Here we go.
American Ethanol green flag is back out in the air for the conclusion of season number 6, hopefully. As they go off into turn number 1. Jinx is on the prowl.
All 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. As it's 3 wide for second. As the 77's pulling away with the lead.
Dev said, I'm out of here. Y'all can fight among yourselves. As they try to draw a bead on him, Sniper clears the 22 and is in second now.
Yes, the championship 4 is now single file. Coming off in the 1 here, it looks like the 77 is going to retain the position. Number one's trying to look underneath, but I don't think he has the momentum to do anything quite yet.
Fanning out down the back straightaway into 3. Not much anybody can really do with the race leaders, as we got a battle for the lead with the death of Dishonor. And Sniper is coming back to take his prize spot up at the front.
Yes, his death looks good right now, and he got what he wanted. He's leading. He got the lead on the final restart of this. We're hopeful to be the final restart of this race anyways. But you got that one car Sniper all over the bumper of that 77 car. And the 7 and 22 has now found each other, and they look to work with each other to get back up to the front.
Yeah, I thought we were going to lose one further back in the pack, but that number 23, he got sideways off a tube and gathered it back up.
There goes the 1. The 1's looking on the 77. Can he make it work going off into 1?
Side by side. 38's in it. He's going to make the difference possibly on who gets up here. Death says not so fast, and he always puts the 38 in the outside wall there.
Yes, indeed, as the 1 car has took the advantage out front. Now he's on point with the 77 chasing the 7 and 22 is back connected to this top group. The championship contenders are all there, Duke. I told you the end of this thing, they were going to be buckled up, white knuckle racing. They're all here. If you throw a blanket over top of them, it's go time. Yeah,
with a rookie right in the mix. How nervous does that make you as a driver, knowing that that kid's that fast, but you don't know what he's doing because he hasn't raced with you all season long?
Yes, and I don't know if that's playing with a factor right now with that 7 and 22. I don't know if they're being tender with him right now and just trying to follow along. Like what you're saying, it's a new guy. They've never seen him before. I don't know if they're going to just ride along, if they're going to try to dump him. I don't know what's going to happen here, what's going to unfold these next few laps.
Well, they're dang sure going to try to take advantage of him, but you're going to have to catch him first, and that's not been too easy to do tonight.
Nice, he's sitting pretty in 3rd. Slayer has had an impressive debut here in Killswitch. He had that penalty on pit road in stage 2 that set him back a little bit, but he's back out front here in the final laps, winding down, looking very well. As 7 of Hellcat looks underneath him here, it looks like he's going to be up to 3rd, and Juice is following along as your championship 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're racing hard, and they know what's on the line. It's the championship for Killswitch's Cup Series and NASCAR. 6 seasons, who's going to be the 6th championship driver of Killswitch's history? We're going to find out here very shortly as they fire it off in turn 1.
Yeah, and I hate Sniper's odds. We got 23 stopped on the top side. I think he's just being respectful, letting the leaders race, as we have a very good battle brewing. As I think this is only the 2nd time in Killswitch history we've had the front 4 battling 1 through 4.
Contact going into a 3. Slight bit off a dip.
We're starting to witness here, man. 2 by 2 there for a minute.
I lost
with the
connection.
Final 4.
You had to call it.
Going back.
I am, but I'm just saying I ain't gonna be able to see anything right at this moment.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. As Snipers are coming out of 4 now, got followed by the 77 and the 7. The 7, the 38, and the 22. That's your top 5 here at Texas Motor Speedway for the Killswitch 250.
117 laps in is on the count from what I just seen. 117, 118 out of 167. So they got about 50-something laps remaining.
Yes, that's 2, maybe 3 pit stops left in this thing if we stay green.
They come across the stripe again. Yep, now they come across. I'm back in, thank the Lord. Whew. Sorry for those that were watching.
And here we go. They're all bunched up back together now as Jinx is in fifth, not fourth. But it don't matter. He can still throw a blanket over them all. They're here. They're in the mix with about 50 to go here at Texas Motor Speedway.
With just a little over 50 laps remaining in this, if that 40, I think something odd laps left in the race, and you got all your championship 4 right there, throw a blanket over them.
Yes, indeed. And this is very, very special to witness here. Like I said, this is only the second time in history that we've had the championship drivers this close battling throughout the whole entire race. Usually it's one guy, maybe 2 out in the mix. I will say last season was pretty close as well. That would be our first, I would say, and our second would be this year. So that's shout out to these guys for putting on a great performance. Here's a 77 got into the outside wall there. First to fifth, 1 corner.
45 laps remaining in this event. It seems 46 to 45. We're coming across the line. 7 gets a little bit in the grass. Almost lost his depth.
Oh,
Goes
the
through there.
77's in the grass.
3 wide for a second. Does Def save it? And he does. He catches the car in the corner.
All 3 of them tangle as the 1 car is in the lead, and he is taken off at 38, separating them between the other 3 competitors.
Sniper said y'all fight against each other. I'm taking it to the bank. As the number 1 gear wrench car's out front.
I want to touch again on the non-playoff driver thing. The 38 is out front, but he's a rookie. He has not been in this very long. So a 21 car would win my giveaway that I have been. The 38 car, offensive man, I will congratulate you and bring you into the booth in this top 3 if you get it, but you will not pick our track.
Yeah, that's kind of new. I mean, he definitely deserves a spot in the next season if he pulls this out.
Yes, indeed. I see his own sniper now. Speaking of him, that 38, he has a hot rod. And them 3 competitors and 3 other 3, they have look like they're starting to work together. The 7's leading the way, but the 22 and the 7's, 22 and 77, excuse me, is chasing them and pushing them along.
The rest of them are hoping that 38 gets up there, races that 1. That way it gives them a chance to get up there if they get side by side and happen to touch paint for a split second.
Yes, indeed. Remember what I said, that 21 car was going to be a teammate to that 22, so look for him to push this group of 3 right here as well to try to close in on the leader.
Yep, as the other 3 of the 4 battle it out again. The first one out front is taking them to school right at this moment with a little over 43 laps remaining. As we got cars through the grass again, I believe that's the 88 of Roadhogger once again.
Oh, no. The 1 car just went through the infield and he is now closed back up. The 38 is the new leader, but the championship 4 is back on top of each other, second through 5th.
Go through the grass, he got loose and somehow miraculously saved the race car, and it's still ahead of the championship 4. What a move.
What is happening here tonight, dude? A guy tries to get out front and thinks he's good, and the Killswitch guys grab a hold of him and pull him right back to the wide.
Tires, my friend. Them Goodyear Eagles are precious tonight, and once you make them mad, it's very easy to continue to tick them off.
And here we go. I'm hearing word of the 1 car is going down pit road. I wonder if the other championship contenders are going to follow him down as we're witnessing our first green flag, or one of our first or our final green flag pit stops here tonight. And
2 others come with him.
77. The 22 stays out. And that's not what you want to see if you're Jinx, because the whole field came down for the green flag pit stop there. But the 21 did not pit. It did not register his pit.
He missed the entry to pit road, and he is flat flying trying to get back up on the racetrack. He looked like a shot of nitrous, or he was lagging one or the other there for a minute. As the 38 comes into pit road and almost misses it. Jenks follows. Race scooters are on. Out of everybody, the one car looked the cleanest coming on the pit road. We'll see if
And
that
he
gets him an
leaves the
advantage.
cleanest. Looks like he gets about a half a second advantage here. Let's see if he gains anything else on the exit on the apron. You know you can gain a little bit on that apron there. Let's see if he does. Don't look like he gains too much. It looks like the 77 and the 7 is maintained a front bumper to bumper there, and that may help them here in the long run as Sniper is pulled out now, but I feel like they'll reel him in.
Looks like the 38 is going to pass him. Possibly, maybe the Sniper get by the 38. Not yet.
22 is out as well. Looks like the one car is going to pass the 22 with ease. One car is now in your championship seat. And the 22 is fading up. It looks like he's going to give up the position to the 7 and the 77 as well.
38 keeps the lead after pit stops. And you got Sniper right there in second. This is the closest he's been to the leader since a while ago.
Yes, since that crucial mistake where he went through the infield cutting the grass. That's the 5th or 6th time we've cut the grass here at Texas tonight. They don't need to cut their grass until the next race next season here at Killswitch.
Yeah, that just goes to show you how on the edge that they're putting these cars on. Because, you know, championships on the line, you want these things not necessarily undrivable, but if you're comfortable right now, you're not going to win this race.
Yes, indeed, is where you're looking on board still with that one car. He has a healthy advantage over the other championship competitors of about 2 seconds. Next in line is the 7 of Hellcat, followed by the 77 of Death Before Dishonor, and right behind Death is Jinx in that 22 car.
With just around 38 laps remaining, the 38's out front, and it looks like you got 1 of Sniper, 7 of Hellcat, and I'm trying to see who is third. Looks like Death and Jinx are all together. The other championship 4 are about somewhere, they were about 3 to 4 seconds back from the race leader.
Yes, indeed, but they're about to start working together and start closing in, especially the 77 and 7. They're almost bumper to bumper now. The 22 needs to get on his high horse and catch up to these 2 guys in front of him to make a run at this one car.
That's what the 38's hoping. He's hoping the 7 and the number 77 and the 22 get up there to catch Sniper. That way he can snoot off and take the win. Because you know once they get side by side out of them 4, you got a race on your hands. It's no longer going to be about the lead. The lead's going to be second for these guys. With just about 35 laps remaining in tonight's event, we want to thank all you Killswitch fans for following us all year long, and any one of y'all that have subscribed and liked our pages, we appreciate it very much. I want to thank you for allowing us to come on here and show you these great pictures.
Yes, indeed, and we'll be having our GT7 series getting posted here shortly to y'all, and Season 7 will be coming beginning of September for all you Heat 5 fans. Season 7, beginning of September, we'll be rolling out our new schedule about mid-August. Be looking for that. Be on the Facebook page. And also, if you're interested in driving, just DM me or Duke or Sniper or Jinx, one of the guys that are on the inside of Killswitch, and we'll hook you up and get you on the track racing.
Yeah, if you got what it takes, we'll definitely put you in a spot. We'd love to have you. And it looks like the battle's starting to edge on between Death and the 7 of Hellcat. They still haven't figured out who wants to get the Sniper first, if they can catch him. I'm thinking we're about 33 laps remaining in this run. And if we are, it's only been about 8 laps since we come to pit road. Fuel window's probably in the neighborhood of close to 20 to 22 laps. So I'm seeing that they're going to try to split this in half, and they're going to try to want to pit later in this stint than they have any other time.
Yes, but did they mathematically time it out right, because I'm pretty sure Jinx put an extra 2 laps on his car, and he has the best position as far as miles is fuel mileage if this turns into a fuel mileage race.
It's gonna be close, and you better hope there's no yellow, because the guys that are close and that may have to come in, you want them on pit road. That way it makes your job easier. I think Sniper also was one of the early on drivers to hit pit road as well. He pitted, I think, a lap behind our race leader in the 38. As the 38 has stretched it out to about a 2.5, 3 second lead over second place Sniper. With that lap counter of Checo, our good buddy announcer, he decided he wanted to be a part of the racing action tonight in his number 11 Toyota Camry. He was wanting him some TV time, I'm assuming. He didn't get a lot tonight, did he?
As they just crossed the line, there is 28 to go. 28 to go here in your Killswitch Championship race.
Less than 30 laps remaining.
As these other 3 championship competitors have found each other bumper to bumper, they are starting to gain ground on Sniper now.
Well, he's got traffic in front of him a little bit, and I don't know how much that's affected him. But anytime you have more than one car in front of you, it kind of messes with the air on the nose. And turn 1 is not a place that you want to get tight in. And we haven't really discussed that much in this race. 1 end of the corner and 1 and 2 is a lot flatter than 3 and 4 if you haven't visually been able to see. 3 and 4 has 24 degrees of banking, and turns 1 and 2 only have 20 degrees of banking.
As I just got word a little inside on the drivers, Hellcat has done cut the lead down to 1.4 on Sniper. As Jinx has fell off that pack there, it's solely the 777's Chevy horsepower catching up to that one car.
Hellcat may have the opportunity to get to him, but you got to get there first. He might have a fast race car, but how much is Sniper saving? Because he really don't want to win the race. He's in prime position. Why sit there and go push your car hard to go catch that leader when you're already winning the battle, or winning the war, excuse me.
As the 77 just takes the position from the 7 car there, as they separate, that's what Sniper loves to see here. They're not pushing tail-to-tail now, right? They're not having the momentum that they need to be gaining on now.
Jinx is trying to stay with him, and he's kind of trying to be in the picture all night. And it looks like he's had a little bit of trouble there trying to keep up and be one of the top 4. I think everyone else has led or been at least, I'm not saying he hasn't led, which I forgot about that earlier in pit stops, but I guess everybody has led tonight as far as your championship 4. Heard something on the radio of lagging possibly. I hope that's not true. Did the one come into pit road?
No, the one has lagged out.
Oh my goodness.
The one has lagged out of this race as the laps are winding down.
Engine has expired on the one. One car is out of it. That is, well, that just put it in their hands up here. Hellcat Def for the challenge. I don't even know if they know that the one of Sniper is completely out or not, but they're about to find out. We're just close to 20 laps remaining. You have Def before Dishonor. That's going to lead the championship 4 coming across the stripe this time. take a small break for just a second. Looks like everybody's taking their final stop of the night. The number 7 in the first of the championship 4 has hit pit road.
An unfortunate events there for Sniper, but it has opened the door. It's about to be a three-way battle. It's about to be wild here, Duke, up in the booth. Well, I don't know who's going to win this thing now. They're all three on top of each other entering pit road.
Jinx might have just made a money move because the 7 came in before him. And now after the number 7 has come in, Jinx is in on pit road. He's going to be one of the last after of the championship 4 to make his pit stop. He'll have the fresher tires coming to the end here. Possibly, I don't know, Depp just came in too, excuse me. So he will be the one in the hot seat as far as having the better tires.
Well, guys, I'm on board with the 7. Let's see where they filter out. Like
38 came off of pit road as well, so he's on the back straightaway just now.
It's going to be close with the 77 and the 22 as they're side by side, close. Side by side, and the 7 gets the 22. That's one down. As you said, the 77 is on pit road now, right?
Yes.
All right, now we're going to see if the 7 can beat the 77. The 22 needs to stay attached to the 7 here as he has a lap fresher tires. That can come into play late here.
77's coming out of the back straightaway. Clean exit. I don't know if that has anything good for him, as I don't see another car in sight. Death of Dishonor may have taken 2 tires, as it looks like he's got a huge advantage possibly over the other championship contenders. Can he hold on if that's the case? I think he's got the race lead. Because in seconds the 38 right now, I believe. Yeah, seconds 38, and then the 7, and then the 22. Yeah, Depp has got the lead. Closing in on 10 laps remaining. Well, I hope you've had a lot of fun this time, this season, buddy. So, tell me about it. What was your favorite part of this season so far, and has it come?
My favorite part of the season was just the competitiveness of it, man. It was all around competitive every week in, week out, and close finishes, close battles on the track. Very entertaining season to watch, and I look forward to seeing what season 7 brings.
Yeah, me too, buddy. There's a lot of good racing that's happened tonight, and overall, we got a lot of better drivers coming in here too. So we'll see what happens when the next season comes around. Right now, we got to finish this one out, and it looks like I think Depp has got the race lead, like I was saying earlier. And if that's the case, you're going to have a new championship winner. We know we are not going to have a back-to-back winner or a 2-time champion in the series. So Jinx is closing on Hellcat, but I don't think it's going to do him any good. If Depp can make it on fuel and he doesn't blow a tire, I think he's going to be your championship winner with just around 13 laps remaining.
as something happened to the 77 car. I'm not sure what happened there, but I think he missed the pit stop and had to go around again for that second time, and that's why I was seeing
Oh,
so
he's a
far we
lap
thought
down.
out front, but he's actually almost a lap down. As we got
Oh
the
no.
7 car in prime position now with 12 to go to win this championship with the 22 car chasing him.
Second place is right there. Or third place, excuse me. 38 still got your race lead if that's the case. Yeah, the battle is for second.
As this is starting to sound like it's going to turn into a fuel mileage race. Hellcat's saying he don't know if he's going to make it all the way, and Jinx with that extra pit, and he can make it all the way if he's trying to get up to the 7 to make them push, so he can't save anything.
That's what we were talking about before they were hitting pit road, was possibly what the fuel game was going to be. You got to make sure you can make it to the end. If you can't, what's the point coming on the pit road?
Yes, indeed. As all eyes, I know the 38's in the lead now, but all eyes is on this battle for the championship with the 7 and the 22. As we are at 10 laps to go, it's anyone's race at this moment, as Jinx is only about 5 car lengths back from him.
If the 7 runs out of gas, that 22 needs to go and buy himself a lottery ticket.
Yes, indeed. This is the closest I believe Jinx has ever been in this situation. He's made the final 4 one time. This is his second appearance that he is here. Final laps are winding down. He is in the situation to try to pounce on this 7 car. This 7 car's rookie season. He's never been in this situation. Here he is out front leading here with the laps winding down. Or not leading, excuse me, but you know what I mean. Leading the championship for this championship.
Burton, Michigan versus Rochester, New York. We're going to see which one of the Northern boys has got what it takes. Is it a boy from the heart of Detroit? Or is it a boy from New York, the land of the free? We're going to see how it goes. Can the 7 make it on gas? We don't really have a true understanding, but if they get a caution, this might put him in prime position. Less than 10 laps remaining, so close to 7, I would assume. The 38 still holding strong way out front. Heck of a debut for FD Slayer in that number 38. He's making a guy's car that I don't normally care for win finally. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
About the only time you're going to see that guy's car in victory lane.
I've been waiting on
series.
Comment.
Well, the 38 make it too, because I mean I thought he was on pit road as well with the 7, and if that's the case, both of them are on the same fuel strategy. But the 38, he's got so much room up there. He can save the gas and roll out of it and roll back in it, and he ain't really got to worry about nobody trying to make him run faster than what he needs to. Versus a 7 needing to get everything he can get. Are we at 5 to go? Looks like Jinx is fading back. It looks like it's all Hellcat. As long as he don't blow no tires and don't run out of no fuel, your championship winner of Killswitch Season 6 will be the number 7.
Yes, indeed. As we come out of 4 here, he's looking pretty inconsistent here as he comes to the line. He crossed the line. There's 3 to go here in the Killswitch 250 Championship. It looks like it's all but the 7 cars leads at this point.
How many laps to go now?
3.
3 laps remaining. Will he run out of gas? Or will Jinx have to actually really work for it? The 7 may not make it from what we said on his radio as far as strategy.
And here we go around here to 2 to go.
2 laps remaining before the last one.
What a season here for this 7 car. Full of doubts all season long. He was a long shot from the get-go.
Oh,
when he got down to the round of 12, in the round of 12, they said the 7 car would not make it to the round of 8. Got to the round of 8. The 7 car was a non-factor. He wouldn't make it to the championship 4. Well, here we are. We're in the championship 4. He was not even picked or mentioned today to win this thing. But here we go. As we take the white flag, the 7 car is in the lead, and it looks like he's going to pull away with the championship.
7 car is second place, the lead in the championship 4. 38's already took the white flag, and he's down the back straightaway. The race is going to be on for the final spot between the championship 4. The 7's possibly going to have enough fuel to make it. Maybe we will see coming out turn number 4. He can coast from here, I believe. And
yep,
the
he can
7.
Tell the haters, kiss that.
7 of Hellcat.
Is your season 6 champion.
Yeah.
Wow. What a run Hellcat as Jinx comes across 3rd, and he's 2nd in your championship contention. Death was 3rd and Sniper was 4th there. What a race coming down to that final. But as we mentioned before, them green flag pit stops would be what decided it there, and it was indeed, as Hellcat got on and off pit road beautifully there and was able to capitalize and pull away from the 22 car and secure that championship.
What a debut for the 38 race winner. Can't deny any kind of skill out of that guy or take away any kind of limelight. It's going to be overshadowed a little bit by the champion tonight, but the first ever start in the Killswitch Cup Series, and he comes out with the win. That is absolutely impressive for a rookie debut on top of that. Second was Hellcat.
I'm going to invite Hellcat in here to the booth. Got to interview our champion here before we log out. Y'all hear from us again on dirt nights and on GT7 nights, but you won't hear from us again until the beginning of September for heat.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of sad not to see everybody on here for a while, and we got to listen to these driver slots. Also, Hellcat being the champion of the Season 6, what a road to get here. Man, it was absolutely impressive from the drop of the green to the end of the race. It was absolutely awesome to watch from all season long, and I can't wait for next season in September. But right now we need to talk to these guys that just finished up here. Our new championship driver, Hellcat, we can get him in here shortly.
Yeah, we're going to try to get him in here and hear from him.
And FD Slayer. Def, he ain't going to talk. You know he don't, so.
Okay, so Death was in the lead. He wasn't paying attention to fuel and pitted too early, and that's how.
So Death has got your championship.
No, Death ran out of fuel.
Oh, he ran out of gas?
Yeah, he timed it up wrong, so he had to pit again.
Oh, man. So Hellcat is your championship winner.
Yes, sir. And speaking of Hellcat, can you hear us, Hellcat?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Hey, buddy, how about that ride out there, and how does it feel to be the new NASCAR Heat 5 Killswitch champion?
It feels great to be like a rookie in the league, and being able to win the championship is great.
Tell me about your road to get here, man. It didn't look like it was easy, especially being a newcomer. So tell me a little bit how your story was to get here to the championship 4 and take it all.
It was tough. I just had to stay in there and be able to get points and stuff like that.
Too good. You got anything for him?
Man, what a story, man. Going into the playoffs, no race wins, going through that thing perfectly consistent, running up front almost that week in, week out, almost every single week. congratulations on your championship, man. How does it feel, man? Well, you know, because you're on track with all these guys, how competitive it is.
Yeah.
How does it feel to win
crazy.
against all these guys?
It's awesome. I got no words for it.
Well, man, here in a couple weeks, you'll be able to hold that trophy up high whenever it comes in, man. And then congratulations, man. I look forward to seeing what you're going to bring to season 7, man. Hopefully you're back for another championship run.
I hope so, too.
Congratulations, buddy, on your championship and finishing second in tonight's event. Man, it's been a pleasure watching you from here up in the booth, and we thank you so much for your loyalty to the group and being able to come in here, being in the Final Four. It's been a pleasure to watch you.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, our championship driver right there, Saki, say was speechless there. We're going to go ahead and get with our race winner. If he's in here, FD Slayer. You got a copy out there, buddy. Is he in here?
I don't know if he joined.
I thought he did. Well, if not, we're going to go ahead and see who out of the other championship drivers who's left. There ain't nobody else in here. Look like Sniper isn't coming back. He left without comment for tonight after his engine let go in that number 1. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to be a contender for the following laps there, and it's kind of disappointing for him being up front all night and having a good shot at winning and having one of the best shots to do it, and real unfortunate circumstances for him. Also, keep a good lookout for that GR3 series as well. That's going to be a lot of fun to cover the action once you're able to and stuff. Everybody, anybody that wants to join that is more than welcome. Just put your name in, and like you said before, hit one of us up and let us know what's going on, and we'll get you in a seat. Thank y'all, everybody from every state that's in the United States and everyone watching here on the Killswitch channel. We appreciate y'all's loyalty and y'all's commitment to making us look great and enjoying our great racing. We'll see y'all next September. We're signing out.